Okay, I'm nervous about this one. I'm nervous.
We are.
This is called The Day Terry Took It Too Far. Papa Shwartz. Okay, at my old secondary school in Hertfordshire, we were given the opportunity to choose to learn a language. French, Spanish or German. Having elected to do German, I was then introduced to the rest of the class. All from my year group, but many of whom I had not met before. One of these new faces was a boy called Terry. Very shy, small for his age, and with a great mop of white blonde hair that looked like someone who had done a bowel treatment on.
Bowel treatment?
Bowel treatment!
There it is.
Done. Yeah, okay. Bowel treatment, Jesus Christ. Terry was definitely the run to the litter. During our first German lesson, Terry sat at the back of the class as our teacher. Frau Best spoke in nothing but German and tried her best to keep the attention of the class of 30 kids. When called on, Terry would slump his head on the desk and keep quiet, barely speaking English, let alone German. My friend and I decided then and there that Terry must be one of those slow kids. Carried on with our work. How wrong we were. A few days passed and the next German lesson rolls around. All the kids file in, followed by Frau Best, but there is no sign of Terry. We begin by reviewing the textbook, when all of a sudden the door flies open and in strides Terry. His grey school trousers rolled up above his knees, black socks pulled up high as they could possibly go, the leather straps from his school satchel fashioned into braces tied to his trousers and up over his shoulders. His hair slicked to the side in what can only be described as a very authentic Adolf style.
Oh no. Okay. Terry.
Hallo meine Kinder, ich bin Papa Schwartz.
Guten Tag, Papa Schwartz.
Oh, Terry, what have you done?
Terry, please. Thumbs pressed into his straps of his mock lederhosen. Laughter erupted from us all as Terry began to march up and down the rows of desks inspecting our work, all whilst spurting out random German phrases. Oh yes, das ist gut, Mark. You had to give it to Terry, his accent was dead on. Of course, Frau Best didn't stand for this, sending Terry, Papa Schwartz, out of the classroom and full on b***ing him for us all to overhear in an effort to stamp out the frankly weird behaviour.
I get that she's got to control the room, but come on, love. Like, this
It's
doesn't happen often.
let
You
it
just gotta
go.
let it stew for a minute.
Schwartz.
Yeah. I mean, he's gone for the full character. Just allow him to, like,
There's a backstory there.
have the moment, for God's sake.
But Papa Schwartz would randomly make appearances, usually when a supply teacher was due. But no matter how many times, it would lead to a good laugh and Terry could be escorted out of the room and receive another telling off. This story, aka the day Terry took it too far, as we like to call it, occurred at the end of term during our GCSE exams. 20 minutes into the hour-long German exam, we all sit in the large assembly hall, all in rows at our individual desks in total silence, whilst Frau Best and the other two teachers patrolled the rows. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed Terry's hand raised above his head. One of the teachers approached, leant down to hear Terry, and then escorted him out of the room, probably to use the toilet.
Terry has a plan, I'm going to say.
I'm pretty sure Terry.
Terry, nothing's accidental with Terry, is it?
A few moments passed in silence as we carry on with the exam, when suddenly there's a commotion outside the assembly hall. A clattering and crashing and a cry of, "Terry, don't you f***ing dare!"
Yes, Terry, dare!
I know what's coming.
Bam! The double doors of the exam hall are almost blown off the hinges as they are thrown wide in bursts of figure. Trousers rolled up above his knees, black socks pulled up as high as they could possibly go, leather satchel strap used as braces, and the blonde hair in its usual Fuhrer fashion.
So he's gone full on Fuhrer.
He's got full on Fuhrer. The crazy had only gone and pulled out Papa Schwartz for the final exam. However, there was two distinct differences that made this appearance of Papa Schwartz all the more shocking to those who witnessed it. Firstly, Terry had made the decision to strip naked from waist up, paint his face,
Terry.
neck, arms, and torso entirely black, leaving his blonde bowl cut to stand out even more prominent.
Like Rammstein.
Secondly, there was an addition to his outfit no one had seen before. Protruding from the flies of his trousers was a massive 15-inch red rubber hanging down past his knees and flapping around as he took off darting around the desks. He narrowly avoided the teachers who desperately attempted to wrangle him. One girl insists to this day that the dildo hit her in the eye and gave her conjunctivitis. Oh, Jesus. Papa Schwartz ist der Kinder, he screamed, his accent perfect as usual. Ich bin hier, something prüfungen mit meinem Rocken Mitglied zu bettwenden.
Beautiful.
I'm very sorry for all of the German
Sorry
people
for
out there,
everyone
all
that's
the German
German.
speakers.
Sorry for
Or
Mr.
Terry, for that
Nyman.
matter, because you butchered Terry's German.
Sorry.
His flawless German.
Well, you know, listen, do I do a GCSE in German? I don't think I do.
Cool.
Which Terry later informed us all translates to something like, I'm here to evaluate your test with my red member. After much running, willy wrangling, and disruption, Terry was apprehended by the PE teacher, who initially attempted to remove the rubber but after giving it a few tugs, realised it wasn't going to budge.
I feel like at that point they're like, I think I might be making the situation worse.
All that she was doing was simulating off a minor, and rightly so, gave up, leaving it free to flail about. The last thing I can remember as they dragged him out from the room was Terry wailing, "It's the only way I can speak the language." And it was true. Terry couldn't speak German. But Papa Schwartz, sure as Scheisse, could. Terry was removed from the school soon after that. Terry, if you're out there and you hear this, do us all a favour and please clear one thing up that's left us baffled for the past 20 years. Where the did you get that dildo from? Because you lived alone with your dad.
I mean, for Terry.
Yeah.
Terry, the hero of the day.
Oh,
But I'm actually more interested, like getting a dildo. What the happened to Terry?
He's not living a normal life.
I actually think his name is Bezos and he has just gone to space. Yeah.